Will Smith's comeback wasn't supposed to spark suspicion. It was supposed to spark redemption. But when concert footage from his new tour hit the internet, fans spotted warped faces, glitchy signs, and hands sprouting out of nowhere. One haunting banner even read, "You can make it. Help me survive cancer. Thanks, Will." But the people holding it didn't look human. Experts now say the footage bears the hallmarks of artificial intelligence. Stick around, because in the final minutes, we'll reveal the glitchy, Fresh Prince sign that may prove this concert crowd was manipulated. Back in 2022, Will Smith was on top of the world. He won an Academy Award for King Richard, cementing his legacy as one of Hollywood's biggest stars. Minutes later, he shocked the world by slapping comedian Chris Rock live on stage. That one act flipped the script. Instead of celebrating his performance, the conversation became about violence, ego, and scandal. In the months that followed, Smith's reputation suffered. Movie projects stalled. Endorsements dried up. His marriage to Jada Pinkett Smith became a public soap opera. For nearly 3 years, Will kept a low profile. When he finally stepped back into music in 2025, fans expected a triumphant return. What they got instead was suspicion. The comeback video was meant to showcase Smith's energy on stage. Thousands of fans cheering, signs waving in the air, nostalgia reborn. But when fans paused the footage, things looked off. Faces blurred, eyes twisted, fingers fused into unnatural shapes. And then there were the signs. One read Fresh Prince with numbers replacing letters. Seconds later, the same fan held a corrected version spelling Fresh Prince. Social media lit up. Was this an innocent editing glitch, or proof that AI-generated filler was being used? The deeper people looked, the stranger it seemed. Fans weren't the only ones raising questions. Digital forensics experts also weighed in. Emmanuel Saliba, CEO of Get Real Labs, noted faces that appeared melted, while deepfake analyst Henry Adster said the footage contained multiple telltale AI artifacts. According to these experts, everything from warped limbs to inconsistent text pointed to possible algorithmic manipulation. Their verdict didn't prove the entire crowd was fake, but it did suggest that the footage was at least enhanced in ways that blurred the line between reality and simulation. And this raised an even bigger question. Why? The irony is, the concert itself was very real. Roughly 6,000 fans attended in person. Photos and posts from the event confirmed live energy. So why would the official video contain images that looked generated? Some believe Smith's team used AI to fill in the blanks, enhancing signs, smoothing crowd shots, or making the venue appear fuller. These tools are common in editing, but when pushed too far, they leave strange fingerprints. Instead of elevating the performance, the alleged edits became the headline. And for a man trying to repair his reputation, that headline was brutal. As the screenshots spread, online reactions grew merciless. Fake AI crowd. Embarrassing? Retire already. Comment sections filled with mockery. Some claimed Smith was living in a fantasy. Others accused him of staging emotional props to force a redemption narrative. One viral comment read, "AI abominations," holding signs about how he saved their lives. Fake fans, fake comments, fake hype. The criticism wasn't just about visuals, it was about trust. Audiences felt manipulated, and nothing captured that feeling more than one bizarre prop. Out of all the strange images, one stood out above the rest. A sign reading, "You can make it. Help me survive cancer." Thanks, Will. At first glance, it seemed heartfelt. But freeze frames revealed faces that didn't look real. Eyes warped, fingers bent unnaturally. The text itself shifted in different shots, with spacing and font thickness mysteriously changing. Critics pointed out the illogic. Why would two strangers hold up one deeply personal message? Why phrase it in such broken grammar? To many, it looked less like gratitude and more like a manufactured scene meant to tug at emotions. But while critics tore it apart, Will stayed silent. Through the storm, Will Smith made no public statement. He didn't pull the video. He didn't deny the AI rumors. That silence raised eyebrows. Some believed he didn't want to confirm suspicions. Others argued he wasn't even steering his own PR anymore. But the timing was important. This controversy erupted just months after Smith released his first solo album in 20 years, based on a true story. The project featured guest spots from Russ, Jaden Smith, and Big Sean, but the reception was largely negative. Critics called it dated. Metacritic scores tanked. The album underperformed on charts worldwide. For many, the AI video felt like a desperate attempt to generate buzz where the music itself hadn't. One of the lead singles from the album was Beautiful Scars, featuring Big Sean. The song, and its Matrix-inspired music video, leaned heavily into themes of resilience, redemption, and reinvention. Smith framed his scars, both literal and emotional, as proof of survival. But the AI scandal cut directly against that message. Instead of authenticity, fans saw fabrication. Instead of resilience, they saw manipulation. It highlighted a painful contradiction. While Smith was asking the public to believe in his journey, the visuals around him suggested even belief itself had to be manufactured. Reviews from his live shows add another layer. At Cardiff Castle in August 2025, critics described the concert as nostalgic and theatrical, with crowd sing-alongs and motivational speeches. But they also noted awkward pacing and an over-reliance on self-help sermons that came across as strained. The Guardian called it equal parts spectacle and David Brent-style cringe. Pair those reviews with the AI controversy, and the narrative gets darker. Even in moments when Smith seemed genuine, the shadow of fabrication loomed. Was his comeback being sabotaged by his own choices? This story isn't just about Will Smith. It taps into a bigger anxiety. Can we trust what we see anymore? AI tools can fabricate fans, rewrite signs, and blur reality. For celebrities, that power is tempting. Why risk an empty shot when you can conjure a cheering crowd? But in 2025, the public is hyper-aware. Any visual inconsistency sparks suspicion. And once doubt enters the conversation, even real moments feel fake. Will Smith's AI scandal may be a cautionary tale. In trying to script the perfect comeback, he may have scripted himself into another controversy. And then there's the glitch that fans call the smoking gun, the Fresh Prince sign. In one frame, it read Fresh Prince with numbers instead of letters. Seconds later, the same fan in the same spot held a corrected version. Fresh Prince. No explanation, no editing note, just a sudden transformation. For critics, this was proof the video had been digitally manipulated, and for fans, it raised a haunting question. If even the signs are fake, what else about this comeback is staged? So what do you think? Was this a harmless editing choice or a calculated stunt that backfired? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next scandal breakdown. Because in the world of fame, truth isn't just stranger than fiction, sometimes it's faker.